If you run a service business and you want to get better results from your paid ads, or if you're thinking about running paid ads and you want to avoid the common pitfalls that stop you from signing more clients profitably, this video is for you. So I have access to over 200 client accounts that are running paid ads. I've spent $1 million of my own money and I've been running paid ads for 12 years. The reason I made this video today is I've made all the mistakes so you don't have to. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 hacks that you need to know to sign more clients from paid ads. So hack number 1, speed to lead. This is not actually a paid ads hack. This is all about implementation and getting to leads as fast as possible. Follow-up is everything in paid ads. Just setting up paid ads and expecting people just to opt in and buy your shit is the wrong move. So a couple of years ago, I had a gym called Helix Gym in Perth. We grew it to 96K months at its peak. And how we did that was actually with a follow-up process. So as soon as we got a paid ads lead, it would zap to my phone, and whatever time it was, basically between 5 a.m. and 9 p.m., I would call that lead literally immediately. I'd be on the toilet, I'd be at a restaurant, I'd be having dinner with my wife, I'd be in the gym doing a workout. Whenever it came in, I'd be calling those leads immediately. Outside of that, I had text follow-up, I had email follow-ups, and then also I had my team following up. But I knew that my team were not going to follow up as fast as I did, so I got to it immediately, and then I had my team do it between work hours. Bottom line here is no lead ever had to wait more than 30 minutes for us to get back to them. There is a statistic on this. If you get to your leads within 30 minutes, you have a 391% increase in conversion ability. To make this easy for you, you want to have a script. And how you build a script for this, the easiest way possible is you go to AI, whether that's Claude or ChatGPT or whatever it is, and then you say, here's my business, I'm getting leads for this. How would I build a phone script to take someone from interested in what I do to book a sales call or coming in for a consultation, whatever that is for you? So the common pitfall with outreaching is not doing this fast enough. It is that whole speed to lead thing. And I want to tell this in a bit of a story. And the fitness example, if they click an ad and they sign up or they want information on a 6-week challenge, usually they're experiencing pain in that exact moment. So let's say they walk past a mirror and they're like, damn, I really need to work on this shit. This is not tight at all. The next day or the day after, things might have changed. They won't be in as much pain in that exact moment. And the problem they're experiencing in that time, or that pain that they have in that time, might not be there. So you want to follow up extremely quickly when they think they have a problem and you want to offer the solution. This is why speed to lead is so effective. If you sell anything like that, like coaching, fitness, nutrition, whatever it is, you really need to get on people as fast as possible. Hack number 2 is you want to pick the right funnel. Before I get into telling you what funnel is right for your business, I want to tell you a story about Kate. Kate runs a service business. She's actually a client of ours. She came to me in January and she was like, Tim, I need to start running a better paid ads funnel. And I asked her, I was like, what do you do? What's the price point? What's the service? What are you trying to do? What are the common objections you get? And she came back to me and said, well, typically people don't really know what I do or how it works. So I suggested to her that she makes a VSL call funnel. Essentially what that is you're educating your prospect on exactly what you do, the solution you provide, and the problems that you solve in a video. From there, once they've watched the video, they have the ability to book an information call or a strategy call with you. So a landing page would go something like headline, subheadline, video, then application or book a call. This was super effective for Kate. She actually got fully booked in 2 weeks from running this funnel. She sent me a message and said, I actually have to turn off this funnel because it's working so well. So that was one of 6 funnels. There's actually 5 more that you can go through. And I'm going to go into them from easiest to hardest to execute. And I'm going to tell you what it's good for. So the first one is a follower funnel. This is very simple. All you're going to do on Instagram, you can do it on Facebook as well, but more effective on Instagram because the messaging capabilities are far easier. With that, you're going to boost a post or you're going to run an engagement campaign in Meta. There's 2 ways you can do that. And all you want to do is think about the best performing content that you have that calls out your ideal client in the creative and the copy. From there, you're going to boost that from $5, $10, $20, $30 a day. We're going to get new followers and then we're going to start outreach with them. So we're going to text the new followers and then run them through some kind of sell by chat process. This is good for low tech or you've never really run paid ads before. Extremely simple to do. The next one is a lead magnet funnel. There's 2 ways to do it. So you've got a direct offer where you're basically offering a promotion, a discount, some kind of challenge, whatever it is. So you're very direct about what you want to do. And then secondly is an indirect offer. So basically you are creating a lead magnet that is solving a pain point and then you're going to call them up and offer a solution. Both of those are very effective, especially for service-based local businesses. They are effective for coaching businesses as well, but if you run a local business, this is the most effective strategy. One of my clients, Chantel, took her business from 60K a month to 120K a month just by running this strategy. She runs a beauty business. The next funnel is a DM funnel. The long story of how this works is people are sliding to your DMs. You are offering some kind of lead magnet offer, whatever it is on the front end. They're coming into your DMs already somewhat pre-sold or pre-framed on what you do. then you're running through a sell by chat process, booking them in for a call or selling them some stuff. It is quite challenging to sell cold traffic in the DMs, especially if you've got a service that's a little bit more expensive. I use it more of a nurture tool and then get them on a paid sales call from there. This is great for B2C type businesses or business coaching offers or marketing offers as well. The reason it works so well for B2C is because there's so many people in the B2C audiences, so you've got so many people to pick from and you can connect with them and build trust. The next funnel is a call funnel. And what that is, essentially you have a landing page and then you have an opportunity to book a call with you to solve a specific problem. Where this works is where you're targeting the top 3% of in-market buyers, aka they know what their problem is, they know what the solution is, and they're ready to take action on that. They just want to work out if the solution that you're providing is right for them. Very good if you're in an uncompetitive niche or you're in an unsophisticated market where there's not a heap of competition or people running similar stuff to you. If you have an extreme niche within a niche within a niche, this works really well as well. But if you're in a competitive market like fitness, like business coaching, like something like that, this is quite hard to do and quite hard to execute because you need a key point of differentiation. The whole concept is you want a unique mechanism or a different way of doing something in a call funnel. That's why someone would click on it and opt in to see how you do it differently. The next funnel is events or workshops. Really why these do well is because there's so much bullshit on the internet now. It's really hard to spot a fake because you've got videos just like this one that are extremely curated, cut up, and you can't tell if someone is real or legit. And if you go to a live event, live workshop, whatever it is, you're really going to get a feel for is this person great or not. Because there's so much BS on the internet, this is the ultimate filter and people love this and consumers love this. So if we think back to the 7-11-4 principle from Google, prospects need to spend 7 hours with you over 11 touch points on 4 key platforms. It's really easy to do if you're running 90-minute workshops, 2-hour workshops, even a day workshop. You're going to get them up to that point a lot faster. That's why this is so effective. What I've seen by running these is they work really well for female niches. For some reason, they work way better for female niches as well. So if you sell to females, these work really well. So we implemented this funnel at the start of 2025. We were doing 1 per month, and then in 2026, we started doing 1 every single week. We get anywhere from a 4 to a 9 return on ad spend every single week that we run this funnel, which is fantastic. We have show rates for cold audiences. I'm talking ice cold, over 30%, which is fantastic. In my opinion, this is the best if you sell to females. And the last funnel is a low ticket funnel. Essentially, what you're doing is selling something for cheap. This can be an offer, this can be a promo, this can be a discount, whatever this is, but you're direct selling this on a landing page. But the caveat to this is if you want to be extremely profitable with a low ticket, you want to tack on a high ticket service on the end, okay? So it's low ticket to high ticket. So you want to sell something for $27 to $199. This could be bumps to get the average order value up. Then from there, you usually want to book them in for some kind of implementation call, sales call, etc., and then upsell them into a high ticket service. The problem with running this funnel alone is that it's very expensive to acquire clients unless you're an absolute demon on paid ads. I know there's this notion out there that you can just run low ticket and get absolutely rich. From what I've seen, my clients that run this successfully, they're spending up to 70% of the total value on the client just to acquire them, which is super expensive. So you have to have something high ticket to sell on the back if you want to make big money. I would recommend this if you are great at Facebook ads and you understand copywriting well. So action item for you, I've given you 6 funnels, I've talked about them. I want you to start to think about which one is going to be right for your business in terms of effort and in terms of how hard it's going to be to implement and the results that you can get according to your niche and your business. And hack number 3, it's not really a hack, but you need to learn marketing yourself. I have heard horror stories. I'm literally from hundreds of clients that have been wrecked by agencies. And in particular, I can think about one, and her name is Jess. She runs a VA agency. She had tried 6 different agencies before coming to me, ranging anywhere from 3 to 10K a month. Think about that. At 10K a month, you're paying $120,000 a year for an agency that sucks. And they just couldn't get it right. They just couldn't do it at all. And literally we had a call within 1 hour. I wrote her a lead magnet funnel. It took me an hour. I used AI shamelessly. It was super easy. I created some images with Manus.com. And she was getting $4 leads. From there, $4 leads, $100 a day. So she was doing something like 25 leads every single day. Her salesperson was calling them up, setting them for calls, and then selling them. In her first week, she made 60K cash collected. Crazy. And these agencies couldn't quite work that out from there. These are common stories that happen all the time. And the reason they happen is because primarily what's going to happen, you're going to sign up some big agency, they've got fancy marketing, they're going to give you some promise that's actually probably not a promise, and they're going to find a loophole on how to not deliver on that promise. And what they're going to do is palm you off to a junior account manager who's got 4 minutes experience running paid ads. And then they're going to keep selling you some bullshit like, hey, it's all good, give us another month, give us another month, give us another month, things will get better, things will get better. Well, they won't. If they don't start well, they're not going to end well, and they're not going to continue well. You're just going to keep getting wrecked by these agencies. They're going to be taking your money because you don't want to take on the fact that you need to learn marketing yourself and have an understanding of marketing. So in case you didn't know, here's how the agency business model works, specifically on marketing or paid ads. So you'll see an ad, crazy promise, or someone will tell you about an agency. You'll have an onboarding call with them. They'll say, hey, it's going to take us 2 weeks to 4 weeks to set up this account, get the creative, all that type of shit. Then first month or two is testing. You allocate a budget, it doesn't go well. Then an account manager will send you a copy and paste account report every single month. It'll say some shit like, yeah, we had some link clicks, we got some reach, we got some good stuff, give us another month, give us another month, give us another month. I think the lifetime value, last time I heard from a bunch of agency owners, was about 4 to 6 months, which is fuck all considering. And then you're gonna get palmed off to this junior account manager. They're gonna be spinning you some shit all the time and you're not actually getting a result in your business. The worst part about all of this is you don't understand what the hell the numbers mean and you have no idea what's going on. In no other part of your business would you accept that. So why do you accept that with your marketing? The highest leverage skill that you can know right now in business is marketing, because no one knows your business or gives a fuck about your business the way you do. Hack 4, do not mess with the fancy targeting options inside Meta. At the start of this video, I told you I have access to 200 client accounts that are running paid ads consistently. I do paid ads reviews every single day for my clients, and the ones that crush basically just use broad targeting and let Meta find the right people for them. About July last year, Meta brought out something called Andromeda, which is essentially their ability to find the right clients with their new AI software. What it does, it scans the creative and scans the text to match your offer with the right people. This is all happening in some fancy algorithm that we actually don't need to know what's working. And all I'm telling you here is to trust the AI with this process. As long as your creative is calling out the specific person that you want to work with, their pain points, their problems, etc., and the copywriting is actually calling them out as well, you're going to be fine with ads. People tell me that targeting sucks. Usually it's not the targeting, it's their ads themselves that suck in terms of the creative and the copywriting. As of this point in 2026, the only custom audiences I like to use are for retargeting. You're always going to get better results from retargeting your current followers, but the problem is eventually you're going to run out of followers to market to, and your audience is going to shrink, and then costs are going to spike up. So you need to be refreshing the offers or what you put in front of your warm audiences quite consistently. Warm retargeting should account for 10 to 30% of your overall budget. You always want to be going cold because you want to be targeting a bigger pool. This is where I see so many businesses actually mess up with their marketing in general, is they keep marketing to the same people over and over and over and over again with the same message, and then they wonder why it stops working. All good things run out. You're going to run out of people to speak to if you don't top up that cold audience. Inside My Business Success School, we're always running cold every single week in terms of a webinar funnel, bringing in anywhere from 200 to 500 name, email, and numbers. Our setting team or our sales team's calling them up, offering them help, sending them podcasts, etc., because we're really big on expanding that cold audience. And the fifth hack is you want to experiment with new creative types. This is the biggest driver to lower your cost per acquisition in ads right now. What I mean by creative formats is the type of video or creative you're putting out. So we've got memes, we've got talking heads videos, we've got podcast reels, we got the note style. Essentially all of the different types of creative that you see on organic social media work really well for ads. If you've got something that natively looks organic, it tends to do better as well. A couple of formats I want to tell you about that you should try in your paid ads next are responding to Reddit threads about your business. This one might be a little bit scary. Actually Google your business and type in Reddit after it. See if there are any comments about it. If they're positive or negative, it'd be cool to make a video about it and then tie it into the thing you're selling. Also, you can go on Reddit and find topics that you can comment on and you can relate it to the thing you're selling as well. That works great. And there's tons of inspiration and content on there. Second is TikTok comments. Same kind of concept as the Reddit there. If someone's trolled you, asked a question, or you can find comments on randoms videos as well. They work incredibly well for creating content. These are also incredibly engaging because they do tend to hook people in, because there's a comment on the screen, so text hook, and then there's the person behind the camera as well. And it also sparks a high degree of curiosity. And last, this is a little bit cheeky, but you can fake a podcast setup. And I know trolls out there are going to absolutely hate me saying that, but people have been doing this for a long time and it's incredibly successful. So you want to think about why having a microphone in front of someone would make them look more professional or legit. Obviously anyone can have a podcast these days, but if the video matches, the video is quality, it looks great, the delivery is great, this looks fully legit, and I would suggest trying it in your next creative batch. The key thing that I see most people get wrong with ad creatives is it just looks a bit shit. So if you run a professional business like the person I'd imagine watching this video right now, you have good standards. Make sure the ads that you produce for your company are to a high standard and they look great. This doesn't mean you have to rent a camera like the one you're watching this on right now and get these super high quality, high def videos, but make sure your lighting's great. Make sure you've wiped the smudges off your camera if you're filming on an iPhone. Make sure the audio is good. Just make sure the level and the standard is extremely high, or as high as possible. And the last pro tip here is that you should be hiring an editor to edit these. I can't even tell you about how many clients of mine tried to edit their own videos, and one, it takes a shitload of time. It's a non-revenue generating activity typically, and two, they just don't look that good. So you want to hire a professional to do this for you. Videos can be anywhere from 20 to $100 to get them edited, which is is tiny in comparison to the returns you can make. Don't be tight with your editing. So I've given you 5 hacks to use in your paid ads to make more money, sign more clients, and be more profitable with your paid ads. But I've got another video here on paid ad strategies that are working right now. So you can go ahead and click off this video now.